What up, crew? It is Magic Monday, and today I'm going to be teaching you a card trick that'll make you look like an absolute pro at the card table. So, let's do it. Alright guys, so check this out. This is a pretty cool one. So, I got my deck of cards right here. Of course, going to pull it out of the box and throw the box over to the side. Now, here's what's going to happen. Just going to give the deck a quick shuffle. And then I'm going to have a spectator go ahead and cut off a small packet from the top of the deck. So let's say around 10 cards. So let's say the spectator cuts off this many cards. Now I'm going to try to do my best and try to estimate how many cards are here. Let me think about this. Okay, I think I got it. I think I got it. I'm going to take off that many cards from right here. Here we go. Boom. That's how many cards are in that packet. So if you take a close look, clearly I'm wrong. Okay, because what I actually did was when I took this packet, I took the same amount of cards that are in this packet, 4 extra, and enough to bring that pile over to 16 cards. So here's the first thing we'll do. We'll count off how many cards are in this packet. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. There are 12 cards in this packet. So, like I said, my pile has the same number of cards as your pile. So that's 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then I said it has 4 extra, right? 1, 2, 3, 4 extra. Put that right here. And then enough to bring this pile to 16. So that's 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. So check that out. Bam, perfect math. And this is why people don't let me handle cards. But here. Have you ever played any card games like poker, 5-card poker, things like that? So I love playing card games. The only issue is, like I said, people don't let me play card games with them because here's why. Because I always get a royal flush in my hand, and maybe that's not the best thing for me. But royal flush, for those of you who don't know, are 5 cards where the value of the cards go from 10 through ace, so 10, jack, queen, king, ace, and all the suits are the same. And of course, spades is usually the highest when you think of royal flush. So if we take a look here, we have a 10 of spades, we have a jack of spades, we have a queen of spades, we have a king of spades, and then we have left over the best one right here, the ace of spades. A perfect royal flush. Alright guys, so welcome to the tutorial. Just a little bit of background on this effect. It's known as Dig This by Harry Lorraine. It doesn't require a whole lot of skill, and I think it is a really, really neat trick. So let's go ahead and break it down. So first things first, as most people would know, this does require a little bit of a setup. So the first thing you're going to do is get that royal flush flushed out of the deck. See what I did there? Horrible puns. Anyway, so here we have our royal flush from 10 of spades to ace of spades. First thing you need to do for this setup is put the 10 of spades 4th from the bottom and the jack of spades 5th from the bottom. So from the bottom, the deck will look, bam, like this. Next thing you need to do is put the queen of spades 20th from the bottom and ace of spades 21st from the bottom. There we go, 20th position, 21st position. And then you take the last king of spades and leave that on top. From here, we have our setup complete and we're all set to get started. Now you're doing this card trick for someone. The first thing you do is pull out the deck from the box. However, you can't just start right away. You have to give the deck a shuffle. And since, of course, you can't give it a real shuffle, since this is a setup card trick, you have to give it a false shuffle, false cut, or something along those lines. I have a couple videos on false shuffles, false cuts, and I'd recommend you to check them out. If you have your own, that's probably even better, all right? So you're giving the deck a false shuffle, false cut, and everything, of course, is maintained in its perfect order. All right, so the first thing you do after the false shuffle is hand the deck over to the spectator and ask them to cut off about 10 cards from the top of the deck. And of course, you don't have to say about 10 cards. You can say a small packet of cards, but honestly, you do not want the packet to be more than 15 cards. Otherwise, this trick just won't work. So let's just say this, cut off a small packet. Let's say this many cards. Okay, and this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 cards. All right, it's around 10, that works. So of course, you don't really know how many cards are in this packet. So what I like to do for performance reasons is I like to hold the deck in my hand like this, and I try to kind of estimate in my mind into how many cards could potentially be in this packet. So I think for a little bit, how many cards are here? All right, okay, I think I got it. So from here, I'll take it and I'll put the deck down, or this packet down right in front of them again. Then I come back here, you turn this over so the cards are facing you now, and you go all the way to your Queen of Spades. Once you get to your Queen of Spades, you take that, and the card on the bottom of this top packet now is the Ace of Spades. Of course, you don't want to show doing this to the spectator, okay? So you're just facing you, and you're just pretending to count off a number of cards when you're doing this. So here I am thinking about it. Get to that Queen, take these cards, put them over to the side face down, draw no attention to them, and now you have your packet of cards here. What I like doing in my performance now is I like telling the spectator, so I have the same number of cards in this packet as you have in your packet. And then I put the cards next to each other, put the two packets next to each other, and then the spectator can clearly see that my packet has more cards. So then I continue and say that it has the same number of cards as your packet, 4 extra, and enough to bring your packet over to 16 cards, okay? Now, honestly, if it was just the same number of cards, that would be impressive. But I think it's even more impressive that not only do you have, well, actually in this case, you don't really have the same number of cards, but you can kind of dictate how many cards exactly are in this packet, and you can also tell them how many more cards that they would need in their packet to get to 16. And that's how many cards you have extra here. So I think that actually works out really well. Okay, so once you've told them that, you tell them to count how many cards are in their packet. And once they're counting, you want them to actually reverse the order of this packet. So that King of Spades now goes to the bottom. So they count off 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So once the spectator has finished counting the number of cards in his packet, he can put that over to the side. Then now you come to your packet. Okay, and you want to reverse count the top 11 cards as well, just to show the spectator that you also have 11. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And then you tell the spectator you have 4 more, so 4 extra cards. And these 4 extra cards you're actually going to take from the bottom of this whole packet here. So you're not going to take 4 cards from the top like this. You're going to take 4 cards from the bottom. And the reason for that is because you have the 10 of spades right there. So you take these 4 cards, put them right here. And now this packet is all set up and ready to go, because this packet on top, you have the 10 of spades, and on the bottom, you have the Queen of Spades. The only thing left now is to put the Jack of Spades on top of this packet. And as you've told the spectator, you have enough cards left over for their packet to get to 16 cards. Okay, so they already have 11. So now you're going to reverse count these onto the spectator's pile. So 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And I'm not going to lie, the first time I did this, I was impressed how well this works out. Like, mathematically, I feel like this just looks beautiful. Because you've guessed how many cards were in their pile. You took an X number of cards from the deck, and then you even told them that you have 4 extra cards, the same number of cards, 4 extra cards, and enough to bring their packet to 16, and then the numbers actually work out. I think just right here, I think it just works out very beautifully. So now once you've done this, you want to shift your focus back to the performance, right? Because all the actual work now is done. So what I like to tell them is if they play card games, if they know what a royal flush is, if they played poker and things like that. And generally what I say is people don't let me play with them because I'm good at handling cards. And that's when I do the royal flush reveal. So now if you want to reveal the cards in order versus everything together, your packet has the 10, their packet has the jack, the bottom of your packet has the queen, bottom of this packet has the king, and the bottom of this packet has the ace. Okay, so I just like doing the reveal in order. So I go 10 of spades, jack of spades, queen of spades, king of spades, and then bam, the ace of spades. So bam, there it is. Hopefully you enjoyed this effect, and if you want to check out more like it, make sure to click on that video right there. Now, of course, what's a Magic Monday without a quote of the week? So this one is by David Brinkley. He says, "A successful man is one who can lay a firm foundation with the bricks others have thrown at him." Peace out.